school systems, which I call indoctrination camps, right, was transformed by these rich conglomerates, by these rich people like John D. Rockefeller, right? And John D. Rockefeller, towards the end of his life, he had so much money. He was a billionaire. He had so much money and wealth and resources that he had an agenda, right? And the agenda was to teach the Americans, to teach our children basic how to read and write, just so they could work at the factory. So we don't want them to be too educated, right? We just want them to have just enough education so that they could work at the plant. That's why a lot of times in school, after each class, a bell rings, ding, and you go to the next class, right? Or ding, then you go to your lunch, ding. It's the same thing in the factories. You know, you're in the factory working, time for lunch, the bell ring, ding, you go eat lunch. Now you eating lunch for 30 minutes or however long your break is, ding, the bell ring to let you know it's time to go back to work. So people was indoctrinated to work at these factories. So our education wasn't for us, but it was so that we could be employees. And we have to understand that. So we wondering why our babies don't know nothing, because they wasn't taught credit in school. They wasn't taught about investing and how to think, how to solve other people's problems, how to be an entrepreneur, how to take a little resources and put you a team together and blow up. No, it wasn't for that. It was designed to teach the children how to be workers at the factories and at the plants. And so this is part of how we wind up where we is today. And our first thing that declined us, that put us on this path of destruction, is when they remove the prayers out of the school, right? So we got ambitious businessmen who got their own agenda for our children and our babies, and then when they remove the prayers out of the school, that was a total nother agenda, right? And so in Engel versus Vital, this was a Supreme Court case, right? And it's Engel versus Vital 370 U.S. 421 1962. That's the Supreme Court case, right? And it was a landmark United States Supreme Court case in which the Supreme Court held that it was unconstitutional for officials to compose official school prayer and encourage its recitation in public schools due to the violation of the First Amendment. So now in 1962, they held it was unconstitutional for them to have the prayers in the schools, right? So basically what they decided to do is we finna remove God from out of the schools, right? Because it's even with just a little bit of God in your life, you can do a whole lot. So now this is the trick of the enemy, right? If we could separate them from their God, we got them, right? So let's see what happened when they removed the prayers out of the schools, right? 5 things that happened. Number 1, academic achievement plunged. It plunged. It went down. It's the first thing that happened. So when they removed the prayer out of the schools, students started failing. You know what I'm saying? They was no longer excelling academically. Because why? They was cut off from Yahweh's right. They was cut off from the Creator. So Yeshua said this: man must not live off bread and water alone, but off every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God, right? So you don't want to have nothing to do with God. We're finna remove the prayer out of the school. We're finna remove God out of the schools. Okay, we're finna see what happened. It was a plunge in academic achievement. Students start going down. That's when we start to see the decline in math and reading scores. Second, SAT scores went down. So now you done remove God, your SATs plunge, went down. The third thing, increase in out of wedlock births, right? So now we starting to see women. We done remove God out of the schools. Guess what? Women started to get pregnant because there's no more standard, right? His laws, his statute. It's a low standard now. So now all of these young pregnancies, these, and they was out of wedlock births, right? It's hard for a single mother to go to school and raise a child, because the child requires all of her intention. And when a woman has a child at, let's say she 18, her emotional development stops at 18, right? Whatever age she is, and if she had the child at 14, her emotional development stops, and now she has to, all of her focus and her time and her attention goes to her child now. Number 4, leaving single mothers to struggle and survive. So now you got all of these out of wedlock. You got all of these out of wedlock births because of the low standard. Now you got a lot of women raising these kids on their own, right? So guess what? You a single mother. You don't have a lot of time to focus on your academic work. All that, you got to focus on this baby. The standard went down. And the 5th thing, right? The 5th thing is drug use went rampant, because without God, you feel lost, and if you don't invoke him in your academic struggles and in your struggles, you feel out of place, you feel lost, you start to feel depressed, you start to feel like something missing out of this. Yeah, something is missing. They removed God, right? And we did not know the value of our Creator. And I want to read Hosea, the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will reject you from serving as my priest. Since you have forgotten the laws of your God, I will also forget your sons. Right? Can I read it again? My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will reject you from serving as my priest. Since you have forgotten the laws of your God, I will also forget your sons. Y'all, come on. We got to make sure that knowledge, right? We got to make sure that we pursue God's knowledge first. That the things and the entrances of God. What is God interested in, right? He interested in knowledge and our well-being. He interested in our emotional state. He interested in our mental state, right? And just look at this, right? Our babies today, and our adults too, we don't value knowledge like that. Like, it's like we'll spend $500 on an outfit, but won't spend $500 on a encyclopedia course or a set of encyclopedia books, or spend $500 on a course in the home, right? But we Gucci down. We got on Burberry. We got on all this other stuff, and we teaching our children to be materialistic, right? Instead of teaching them to value knowledge, right? We have to be consumers of knowledge, but we consume it and we focus on everything else, right? We focus on the girl with the big old booty, the guy with the 22-inch rims on his car, girl with the big titties, guy with the gold chain, he iced out. Instead of us focusing on these things, instead of us focusing on the girl with the big booty, the guy with the 22-inch rims, the girl with the big breasts. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but we need to focus on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. These things are more important. These things are of more value, and the enemy has deceived us. You trying to get that real bag, and you never gonna get it because you looking for it in all the wrong places. Ain't no get rich quick scheme. It's gonna take you some knowledge. You got to get with the right people. You got to be studying, right? And when you do whatever job that you do work, you so equipped and you so intelligent, and you've been so and you so connected with your creator that you're excelling in everything that you do. And that's a part of the formula that they don't want you to know. That's why at MZT Motivation, y'all, we the first step to success is to create a routine that put God first. That's the first step, y'all. That's the first step. Create a routine and put God first. And how do that look? When you get up first thing in the morning, before you talk to your spouse, before you get on your phone and go to Facebook, go into your prayer closet, right? And then after your prayer, read the scripture, read the word. Make this cool, because this the real knowledge. It's my Bible. Make this, you get in this first, right? And then after you get into this, then you start getting to your other books, right? And journal too. Journal. Y'all got to journal. When you get into the word, read the scripture or two, and you journal. This is my everyday routine, y'all. I prayer first thing in the morning. After the prayer, I read the scriptures. A couple scriptures. Don't have to be a lot. Because another thing, y'all, when you read the Bible, don't read the Bible like it's a novel or like it's a regular book. Read the Bible slow. Read it like it's a school zone rather than interstate, right? When you in the school zone, you slow down, right? Interstate, you fast that thing. You read it or not, you can read that thing fast. You gotta take your time. That's why when I read the word on these videos, I read it slow so that we can understand it, so that we can apply it to our life. And another thing, we just not reading the word to be reading the word, but we read it to apply it to our lives, right? And because the Bible is full of principles, right? And when you apply principles and when you live by principles, you're going to see a result, the desired result, the desired outcome. Like, for instance, thou shalt not steal. It's a law, right? Don't steal. And it's a universal law. No matter if you Puerto Rican, you black, you white, Mexican, no matter what your nationality is, if somebody steal from you, you're going to be upset. Ain't no telling what you're going to do. Let's say somebody steal your $100, right? I don't care what religion you in, you're going to be upset. And ain't no telling what you're going to do if you catch them stealing your money, right? Thou shalt not bear false witness. If somebody lie on you, ain't no telling what you're going to do, right? You may just snap out. And if somebody do lie on you, you're going to say it's wrong. You're going to say, that's not right, that's wrong. Thou shalt not commit adultery, right? You catch another man with your wife, you catch another woman with your husband, ain't no telling what you're going to do, right? You may talk all this player stuff until you in that situation. But if you catch somebody with your girl or with your man first, and you're going to say, that ain't right. I finna beat this chick up. I finna beat that dude. I finna beat him out his socks. You know what I'm saying? Put this first. Put him first, y'all. And I'm telling you, small steps, y'all. Another thing, y'all, I need y'all, man. We need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, right? And when y'all subscribe to this channel, I want y'all to leave a comment. I subscribe, right? And to let us know that you subscribe to this channel, right? It's your boy Chief Keith at MZT Motivation, man. I want y'all to take small steps, great distances. I'll see y'all at the top. And y'all, I need y'all to share this video, man. Let's get the word out here so we can have that 6-figure mind frame, y'all. And so that we could make America great again, y'all. Let's get this school system together, because China, Vietnam, a lot of these other Asian countries, man, they doing so great in math and they math and reading, and they taking it serious. Like it's like a law for them to be academically equipped and sound. And y'all, and let's our babies, y'all, let's make sure that our babies are equipped with the right books and with the right information. Let's stop teaching them lies about Christmas and all that other stuff. Let's teach them about the true and living God, Yah Yisrael, y'all. Thank y'all. Share this video, like, leave a comment. I subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Chief Kick, and we're gonna respond. It's your boy Chief Kick, MZT Motivation. Thank y'all. Peace.